Debo the podcast.
Yeah, I like it.
Here's what I'm not a
Like an
fan
assertive
of.
man.
Pause.
Wow. Here's what I'm not a fan of.
All right.
Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate have been in jail for nearly 30 days.
30 days. They more than 30
More
days.
than 30 days.
I thought they got out.
No, they was about to get out, but then they gave them an additional month.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no evidence, nothing. They're just
No, they just keep basically saying, "Oh, well, you have to stay in jail while we research your criminal history." Like, what? No, that's not how it works. Is this Minority Report? Y'all know Minority Report?
yeah.
I heard the movie. I've never seen it.
It's basically where they develop a system that can predict if a person is going to commit a crime in the future.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a minute. That was a good movie.
And they put them in jail based on something they haven't done. It's absolute BS.
Yeah.
But why did the Matrix put it out there? So that we would eventually be like, well, we saw it in the movie. We know about this. It's like, literally, this is what they're doing. And not only have they been in jail for more than 30 days, but the quote-unquote victims, 50% of the victims have come out and been like,
They're not victims.
we're not even victims.
That's crazy.
Like, these people are like family to us. One girl was like, yeah, I got Tate's girl tattooed on my arm because the respect I have for him and blah, blah. And he's locked up right now. So she has no reason to lie. Not only is he locked up, but he's being essentially illegally detained at this point.
Well, it's in Romania, so their laws are completely different than
Yes,
how we
they
would perceive
are.
it in America.
Yes, they are. But even in America, people can be locked up like that, but it's still not right. Like, there's laws that are not right.
Definitely.
I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
So you're not saying legal as in
It's like
the law,
it's like it's crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
You know? And
we ain't going to war for
It's
them with that.
morally wrong.
Yeah.
And inhumane.
it's inhumane. And so everybody, you know, and here's the thing that really upsets me about it. There are people still at this moment looking at this or saying they're looking at
I
it
ain't looking.
and being like, yeah, he needs to still be in jail. Are you kidding me? So the thing is, you can like him or not like him. That's fine. That has no bearing on what the quote unquote justice system, whether it's in Romania or Russia or United States, how it should function. It should actually eliminate feelings altogether because that shouldn't be a determining factor whether or not someone goes to jail. It should be based on logic, facts, statistics.
Did you see what they're holding them for, though? Like, I guess some of the evidence that they're basing it off of?
They literally have no evidence.
Well, what they're using.
Yes.
Like-
I've heard some. Well, first of all, you had the fake rape accusations, right? Which they've thrown out now because when they did the review.
they?
Yes. When they did the review, the judge was like, you don't have enough evidence to support this. So they threw it out. And now they've changed the charges.
That's why they got it for another 30 days.
Well, they have it for human trafficking. That's what they're trying to.
But it wasn't just human trafficking.
Yeah, I know.
It was human trafficking and criminal organization. And now they've changed it to like money laundering. They've thrown rape out. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
They're just trying to get something.
This has
They don't have anything, though.
on this scale this has never happened. I know this happens, but on this scale this has never happened.
For it to be public, for us to know about it, for us to be able to even comment on it, to know everything that's that's happening, and still they're unjustly in prison, in like solitary confinement, because like he'll tweet. He still has access to his Twitter.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he's tweeting through a proxy.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's tweeting, so he'll say things like he doesn't blame the prison, or he doesn't blame the cops or the officer or anything. They have jobs. They're just doing what they're instructed to do, And so he's saying like he's always being still very polite, regardless of how they treat him or how they talk to him. He's still being respectful and stuff like that. It's just the Matrix is after him, and they recently, I guess, were being transported somewhere.
Yeah, they got transported
Yeah.
for their appeal, I think.
Yeah, I guess him and Tristan, and they were both saying they have no evidence. They were both explaining like they have no evidence, that they're wrongfully just detaining them over something that they can't even prove. Look for the evidence. Like they were even saying that the CCTV film footage that they have in their home,
They won't even use it.
they won't even use that. Like, because if he's a human trafficker, why are people or women voluntarily going to his home, ordering pizza, and just having the time of their lives? And they have full access to the internet, full access to their phones. That doesn't sound like someone who's being held captive.
Correct.
That sounds like someone who's enjoying themselves.
Who wants to be there.
Who wants to be there. And so it lets us know that even if they do have this footage, they're not even going to use it. So I'm not sure what their aim is. I don't know what their aim is.
So here's another interesting piece. There was a prosecutor, a former prosecutor, a Romanian prosecutor. I don't know what she does now or who she is now, but she spoke out and she said that it's a hit job. There's basically somebody. This is a Romanian prosecutor, like a former prosecutor. She's like, somebody wants him out of the limelight. Somebody, said, make him understand that whatever message he's spreading, he cannot do this. And basically punish him for it.
So he stops because he was saying that you can't kill him. You can't kill him. Like you can't just he committed suicide.
You can't just kill him, and you definitely can't suicide him.
Right.
There's already people protesting. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah, I think I've seen it on Twitter, and they also have like hashtag going around Free the Tate brothers or Free the Tates, and
Yeah.
There's like a few people out there with voices trying to do as much as they possibly can, man. It's a sucky situation all around. I honestly, I don't know how it's going to end.
I can tell you how it's going to end. They're going to get out. They're either going to shut up or they're going to sue them. They're either going to tone it down or they're going to turn up. Because there's a debt to be paid. Mm-hmm. Now, I personally don't know which one of those options they're going to choose. But there is no evidence. If they lock the Tates up, it's a wrap. Niggas are going to, they're going to riot. Like, they're going to, like, attack the prison or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could see something like that.
These are not Americans. You know what I'm saying? People in Europe, UK, and all that, they will stand up for what they believe in. You push them too far, they're going to push back in. Also, their police system is different. The cops don't have guns and stuff. It's just a different, like they have guns, but they don't use them, not like Americans.
Yeah.
So there's not the fear that has been instilled in Americans. So, I don't know what I would want them to do though. Like,
I think they should move. Like when they get out,
that's not,
but get out of Romania. Like I wouldn't want to be. I don't know where they would go to, but
I didn't go anywhere.
I wouldn't want to be in Romania. Like if I was in a situation where they're just like they know the political system is corrupt. They know it's corrupt, and obviously they took advantage of it to some
That's why they moved there.
Yeah. Because it's out and open that they know that all you have to do is pay off someone and you can get things done. He's expressed that himself. But I'm just like, man, get up out of there, man. Move to America.
This is what we were talking about.
That's crazy because
we're worse over here.
Yeah, we are.
It's probably the American influence that is causing all of this. But yeah, they have 7 passports. So there's plenty of countries they can move to. That only helps you if you're not locked up. It'd be different if they knew that they were coming for them and they had houses set up in all these different countries, but they have families and stuff. Let's be honest. We got to remember Andrew Tate is a character. Like, Andrew Tate is not the person that we see on camera. He's not.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe that because he's been consistent with his behavior.
Bro.
you'll see some random stuff of him and he's normal.
Bro, that's not him, man. I'm telling you.
Nobody's just like that all the time.
No, his turn up, yeah, that. But like when he has these personal, I guess, interviews with people, he comes off as a very respectable person. Like,
correct.
Even when he was on Pearly Things podcast, he didn't necessarily get out of pocket. He got excited because of the topic he was passionate about, but he wasn't speaking in a very derogatory or a demeaning sense that he often does when he's like in the war room or if he's speaking amongst men.
Correct.
So that part I can see is, you're putting on a show.
Right.
But
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I thought because I mean,
yeah, no, I'm not saying that we don't know him at all, right? He definitely is a genuine person. He wouldn't resonate with so many people. But what I'm saying is the side of him that is essentially on trial right now, it's not the real him. The side that's on trial, the
right.
misogynistic, the women are property, like all of that, bro. The dude is a genius. You got to think, Andrew Tate literally went from being nobody knew who he was to most of the world's population knows who he is, or a large proportion of the population. It's not an accident. Never. There's not one person that is Googleable or the most Googled person that got there because they just did something cool and it just happened. No, Kim Kardashian, Donald Trump, like these are people these are brands. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is he utilized this character or whatever to create the brand that's Andrew Tate. And that is what is on trial right now. Not him as a person. Because like you said, you could tell like the dude is super cool. He's a super cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He's very respectful. He's brilliant.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say. Like, regardless of how anyone would feel about him, if they actually listen to the things that he says and don't take anything personal, what he's talking about, it's very, even on the business mindset, of how he wants to be independent and have his own bank, and it's just he's a very smart person, and I believe those genes would be, his father was a chess master, and so I can see how like maybe his father was excelling at chess, and him and Tristan, they excel in certain dynamics on a higher IQ than most people. That's why we all gravitate towards him. Like, people naturally gravitate towards something that's immaculate or that's extraordinary in a sense. Like, you don't get a world movement or become the most Googleable person in the world just out of luck. That's not luck. That's a gathering or a following that you amass just because of who you are and the message that you're spreading out there. I mean,
strategy.
Yeah, and strategy. I definitely want him to be, I want him to get free. I don't know when it's going to happen. Hopefully it's sometime within the upcoming months.
I think that if they try to keep them in there for 90 days, I think things are going to escalate. That's just my personal opinion.
90 days is a long time.
That's a long time.
I mean, especially when they just come take you.
Right.
Everything is just now. Granted, they have a team, so
which is the fortunate part.
Right. So things are still moving, but I mean, you don't have time to prepare. You don't have time to put things in order. Right. Like, I mean, you got things moving around. You may have a business deal that you need to be on top of.
There may be papers that you need to sign.
Right. Or an investment that you have happening and you need to sell or buy. Right. Maybe there's so much. So he's losing money.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I mean, so that, number one, that sucks. But overall, I think that
I'm sure he has things in place where he's able to make money. Like, he has.
Oh no, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not. Yeah. He's not.
But
when I say losing money,
he's not able to make as much as he would if he was
right.
out as well.
Exactly. Okay. So the things that he naturally has going, the things that his team is has in place. So, for example, Chris just disappeared, right? They came and snatched Chris. There are certain things that would continue as normal, things that he can delegate and explain over the phone. But there may be some things that he can't, things that he has personally that he's doing on the side, outside of business.
My videos on YouTube.
Hey, man, I step up, man.
The revenue, I don't even think you know how to do.
Hey, man, we'll hire somebody.
The revenue that YouTube generates, actually. The funny thing is that it actually probably go up if you stepped in. That's the funny thing. But, eventually, if you don't keep up the pace and da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? We would lose money on that. But
funny thing, I was talking to one of my boys yesterday because
Free to Tates,
top G's.